I think a lot of guys were relieved that the team was finally picked. A lot of us going into that game still weren't sure who the final 20 were going to be. I think our mindset was nowhere near what it was once the Olympics began. And the other thing, and this is why Herb was such a great coach, when the first period ended in that game, we were losing 6-0. And the game ended up 10-3. And we went back to the hotel, and Herb said, we'll talk about the game tomorrow. And when we got on the bus, went to Madison Square Garden to get our luggage to go to Lake Placid. And Herb said, gentlemen, if you ever get a chance to play them again, and we don't know if we're ever going to because they were in the other division, remember how you played in the second and third period, not the first period. So it was a great motivating tool for us because we went, wow, yeah, for 2 periods we played even with the best team in the world. So I think our mindset going into Lake Placid was a hell of a lot better than if he had screamed and yelled at us. And that game that we lost 10-3 was never, ever talked about again. Even when we played him in Lake Placid, Herb never once said, hey, remember the last time we played against him? It was never brought up, it was never discussed. And I think for us as a team, it was the last game of the 68-game schedule. Look, if we had to play him, and it says we had to play him 10 more times, I don't know what would happen. All I know is when we had to play him and beat him, we did. And I think, again, the mindset of our team going into that game, our confidence level, was far, far greater than it was in the 10-3 game.
Other questions? Yeah, right in the front row here.
These are good. No, after the Olympic Games, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I had an opportunity to go play over in Italy. Then I thought about signing with the New York Rangers, the Buffalo Sabres, Minnesota North Stars. I was 25 years old at the time and thought it was just time to move on and do something else. There's no doubt in my mind I could have played. It's not like, nobody said, here's 50 million. I think I'll play. It was a very different time. And I had an opportunity to do some things. I got into television for quite a while doing NHL hockey for USA Network. I did New York Rangers, I did New Jersey Devils. I worked 4 Olympic Games as a broadcaster. I've been working at Boston University for the last 30 years in kind of an ambassador role at the school. And I still do a lot of corporate outings and speaking engagements. So things have been pretty good. But I just made a decision it was time to move on. My dad always said there's more to life than athletics. And at some point the game ends, and I just thought, what better way to leave than with winning an Olympic gold medal. Now, if I was 19 or 20, I clearly would have kept playing. But at 25, I just thought it was time to move on and do something else.
Okay, maybe just 2 more questions.